A piece of Watcher IC turns, flashing angrily. A rapid-fire sequence of light pulses posts out a warning, keep away. Check my credentials with your friend back there. Go on, I can wait. A moment later, the Watcher IC flickers apologetically. Secondary security verification approved. Super user status verified. Query, how may I help you today? Just step aside, pal, I'm in a rush. The program obediently moves aside. Proceed and have a pleasant day. Don't mind if I do. There's 4 turrets. Alley door. Teller area door. Main system hardware firewall. And that should do it, Chief. You're good to head on inside. The main server should be just ahead. A shocking display of competence from the red-haired disaster. That's what Mr. Grinder calls your pal, by the way. He's got a rep around these parts. For some strange reason, all of his friends keep dying. Well, you're here now, Hasenkamp. Don't listen to this asshole, Chief. He shouldn't even be here. He wouldn't be here if you hadn't spilled the beans to Meat Grinder. I don't know, he's kind of growing on me. Unfortunately for all of us, me especially, I am here. So let's just get this finished, and then we can all get back to disliking each other in our own time. Fine by me. Anything else that we need to know, Blitz? Yeah, I've hit the first firewall in here. I need you to get in there and install that bypass for me. Alright. Well, we have a buddy now. We're not doing this solo. Can he fight? Actually, can I check him out? 92 hit points. He's a lot tankier than me, that's for sure. He has pistol and biotech. He has a revolver. He has no armor. He has a revolver, 3 med packs, and a couple of grenades. Interesting. Desk drawers. The top drawer of this desk is packed full of slender plastic rods, cred sticks, hundreds of them. They're probably empty, right? Grab a handful. You sink your hand into the drawer of loose cred sticks and fish out a fistful. The plastic is slick and pleasant to the touch. As you withdraw your hand from the desk, Hasenkamp chuckles. They're all blank. You don't think that the Landenberg ring would leave them in an unlocked drawer if they had money on them, do you? Slotted cred stick, you're probably right, but it wouldn't hurt to check. It's probably... What if it's a trap? What if it's virus? Alright, slotted. You try to initiate a transfer between one of the cred sticks from the desk and the one in your pocket. Sure enough, the stick from the desk is blank. So is the next one that you try, and the next. Told you so. Now can we keep moving, or do you want to test every stick in that drawer? I don't know, maybe I want to test every stick in the drawer. Well, couldn't I? That was a rhetorical question, genius. Come on, SDK, let's keep moving. Desk. This desk is catastrophically messy. Candy wrappers litter its work surface, and the bottom drawer is ajar. Search the desk. You are about through over there? Hang on a second, I want to check this out. I'm not sure that we're on the same page here, so we should probably hash this out now and save ourselves some time. We are here to fetch the money that your friend owes to Mr. Grinder. That means we aren't here to ransack desks or steal office supplies, so what you're doing right now could accurately be described as a waste of time. Your boss will get what's coming to him, now back down. He crosses his arms. Alright, fine, search away, but Mr. Grinder is waiting for my call, and believe me, it isn't wise to keep that man waiting long. Take my chances. Rummaging through the desk, you find an old-fashioned binder stuffed with cheap paper. Leafing through the pages, you discover what appears to be a business plan. Apparently, the Landenberg ring is in the process of opening a string of payday loan centers across Drogenkipper. Hey Hasenkamp, what does Grinder think about this? Isn't money lending his racket? Yeah, these Landenberg pricks have been a tick on his ass for years now, sucking away at the revenue that should be lining his pockets. Bad business all around. Thankfully, we're gonna recover at least a little of that cash tonight. And speaking of which, just a second, almost done. At the back of the binder, you find a note scrawled on a slip of scrap paper. Plots. I have real and pressing concerns about this silent partner that you've brought on for the loan center scheme. We don't need him, I keep saying it, but nobody listens. Call me, JB. Any idea who this Plots guy is, Hasenkamp? Miserable son of a bitch. I had to share an office with that man for... Never mind, you don't need to know. Wait a minute. Meat Grinder and the Landenberg ring are working together? Meat Grinder is the silent partner? Blitz whispers through your comlink, the plot thickens. Medical supplies. Send it to my stash. Trash can. This garbage hasn't been emptied in a while. When you lift the lid, you find the bin full to overflowing with crumpled paper and disused office stationery. Dig through the trash. Oh, for Christ's sake, here we go again. Count down, man. It's all part of the job. This is ridiculous. You're on a run with a deadline and you're rooting around in a trash can. We're gathering intel, man. It happens more often than you expect. The longer we argue about this, the longer it's gonna take. He steps back and a exasperated expression on his face. Alright, fine, do your thing, but make it quick. Most of the waste in here comes in the form of old bank statements. Apparently somebody in the Landenberg ring has been using the backs of the statements as scratch paper. The third handful of trash that you liberate from the bin contains a note that catches your eye. Hey, where did you score that stuff, man? That juice that you were passing around. That stuff was unreal. I'm serious, man. I haven't been that high since grad school. When you get your hands on more, you let me know, John. What do you make of this, Hasenkamp? Well, let's see. Apparently a man named A scored some juice, and it was really unreal stuff. So what do I make of it? A couple of things. One, the Landenberg ring has some real fuck-ups on its payroll. And two, you're wasting our time. Of the two, I'm more upset about the second. Because it involves you keeping me here in this cesspool longer than I need to be. Does that answer your question? Yeah, you just need to calm down, man. You know what, let's mess with him a little more. I'll calm down when I'm out of here and away from you, now let's keep moving. This whispers to you via comlink. Ask a silly question. No, I'm gonna keep messing with him. Teller area door. Right. Door console. The door is locked. There's a small keypad, a keycard reader, and a comm panel set into the wall beside it. Use the comm panel? You depress the call button, a shrill buzzing sound fills the air, there's no answer. Press the button again. You press the button again and hold it. The buzzer screeches like a frightened animal, then sputters and dies out. Moments later, a high-strung voice wobbles out of the speaker. Who the hell are you and why are you leaning on the goddamn door buzzer? The voice has a shrill, tremulous quality that you recognize instantly. This guy is riding a stim high, you're sure of it. Who wants to know? Who? John Bergfolk, that's who. I'm the one who keeps these servers protected. And I can't do it if you keep interrupting me. The voice calms, goes soft, somehow it is an improvement. Now you tell me who you are, answer up, chop chop. Alright, so we can't trick him, we can stay quiet. After a pregnant pause, you hear the voice again. I guess I must have imagined it. Gotta lay off the stims, John. They're making you go all squirrely again. With a click, the line goes dead. The door is still locked, but the light on the comm panel blinks invitingly. Oh, should I mess him up? You press the button again, and again it chokes out a screeching cry. This time the response is immediate. What the hell? Whoever you are, you better knock it off, I swear. Something bad's gonna happen if you don't. Stay quiet. Twice in a row? What's this thing's problem? With a click, the line goes dead. Let's do it again. You could almost swear that the response comes before you press the button this time. It's uncanny. Albert, I swear to God, if you're messing around out there, I'm gonna shank you with a pen. In the kidney, Albert. That's where I'll put it, right in the kidney. Alright, calm down and put the pen away. You wouldn't hurt your old friend Albert, would you? Don't test me, Albert. You've always been a royal pain in the ass, you know that? There's a burst of static as he coughs into the microphone. By the way, what happened to your voice? You don't sound like yourself. I have a cold. Yeah, well, you deserve it. Now tell me why you're pestering me, and make it quick. My patience for you dried up months ago. Lie. I've got a bottle of the good stuff in my bag. Wanna share? Another long pause. The good stuff? You mean like the juice? Well, okay, maybe just a sip or two. The door unlocks with a solid thunk. See? That's why we root through the trash. Anyway, before I go that way, I'm gonna go the other way. I will have a look around. I'm gonna pretend to be Albert with the juice. Interesting. Equipment? I can't get to the equipment, it's on the other side of that thing. That's locked. Interesting. Inspect this. This desk is an oasis of order amidst the chaos of the rest of the building. Papers and chips are stacked neatly or filed by name and date. There's even an old-fashioned coffee mug filled with a random assortment of graphite pencils and ink pens. Hasenkamp raises an eyebrow. Huh, this desk is actually organized. Must belong to somebody in management. My thoughts exactly. He glances at the chronometer on his PDA. Time's wasting, let's keep moving. Hang on, there might be something important in here. Let's have a quick look. He rolls his eyes. Fine, whatever, just make it quick. Alright, check the stack of paper. You appear to have discovered a compilation of financial reports. Each report details the fiscal health of a small corporation. Taken as a whole, they paint a picture of small businesses across the whole of Germany. Each corp in the pile seems to have an interesting, innovative project underway. Unfortunately, all are also in dire financial straits, and at least half of them are teetering on the edge of bankruptcy. Despite the corporation's impending insolvency, the file suggests buying heavily into all of them. Apparently, the Landenberg ring sources have led them to believe that all these corporations are on the verge of being acquired by a single megacorp. The file doesn't say which one. A financial crime ring is involved in insider trading. Shocking. Now can we please move on? Check the drawers. Most of the drawers are neatly stocked with stationery supplies, but nothing interesting turns up. The topmost drawer is locked. Crap. Alright. You sure? Maybe there's some nice binder clips in there for you to play with. Or a staple remover for you to steal. Really? Well then, maybe I should take another look. Forget I said anything, let's go. We're not strong enough to force the draw. That's a shame. How strong are we anyway? Can I like no, I'm 1 point short. I can't just put a strength in right now. This terminal has been left on and the screen is still active and has been logged in under the name Albert Trips. Keyboard input has been locked out and a password entry box hangs in the corner of the screen. Enter a password. Decking 4. Bypass the password. Password 123456 accepted. We're dealing with the winner here. Terminal. Main menu. Search the computer. A cursory inspection shows you that this company has primarily been used to this computer has primarily been used to access a host of illicit matrix sites. While there is a full suite of office productivity software installed on the machine, it hasn't been opened in months. Wow, the Landenberg ring really needs to start keeping a closer eye on its employees. I'm not surprised, it's only a matter of time before Plot runs this place into the ground. I've heard that name before, who is he? Jürgen Plotz, he's the leader of the Landenberg ring. I had to share an office with that miserable son of a bitch for 5 years before we went our separate ways. He's the greediest, most narcissistic piece of work that I've ever met, and I work for a loan shark. I'd imagine that he's not a huge fan of you either. No, he's not. Anyway, in the end it doesn't matter. Mr. Grinder will get paid and Plots is gonna write the check. Works for me, let's keep moving. Alright. So he's loosening up a little bit, letting us know his secrets. A designer amphetamine. Let me send it to my stash. Vents. This vent is large enough to fit a drone through. Leave it alone. Alright, we don't have drones. Oh, we can't get in there because we don't have a drone. Oh. Hi. Is he gonna be mad? I got a keycard. Who the hell are you? Good question, dude. Who the hell am I? Alright, you go ahead and Deadeye Shot increases accuracy, pierces armor. Alright, good. Nice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plow. Who the hell am I? The interface of this console has been locked. Peering around the terminal, you find an absolute rat's nest of tangled cables running between it and the surface. Install the bypass optical cable. Got a blitz, you should be good to patch in. There's a brief pause. Yep, it's all looking good on my end. Nicely done, Chief. Thanks, now get us into that vote. I'm on it. Can I go back? And I can't go backwards. Because they were like... We have to break our way back out again. We have to fight our way back out, right? Because... Oh wait, no, the teller area door is here. Oh, I can't get through there? What are those? Teller... Is this like a puzzle? The teller area door... Take bits. To activate a bit... An activation bit, time to go find a socket to plug it into. Alright, that... locks that. Data node. Hey Chief, I found something here that you might want to have a look at. What is it? Looks like a sort of a persona non grata list for the Landenberg ring. Everyone on here is listed as shoot on sight. There are a lot of names here, lots of personal information too, known associates, credit history, holopics, that kind of thing. Alright, so what's interesting about that? Well, there are 3 names on this list that I recognize. One of them is mine, naturally. The Landenbergs and the Schwarzherds that never did get along. Another is Hasenkamp's. He scoffs, I'm not surprised. These bastards would just love my head on a plate. And Chief, the other one is yours. They've got a whole dossier on you, no idea where they got it from or why, but they have it. I've never even heard of these bastards before tonight, so how the hell do they know about me? No idea, looks like a new file. It was just uploaded about 20 minutes ago. Hang on a second, there's an attachment, I'll send it to you. Blitz's voice falls silent. A few seconds later, a brief message appears on the screen of your PDA. Plots. Here's the intel on those unwanted guests that I warned you about. They're coming tonight. Take appropriate precautions. They know we're here. Who tipped them off? Probably Meat Grinder. Another message for Plots. I'm not surprised. He tried to micromanage everything when we worked together. Everything had to be exactly how he wanted it all the time. I can't imagine that's changed now. Well, that was very enlightening. Want me to delete the files, Chief? Please. A few seconds passed, done and done. No need to worry about that anymore. That's very reassuring, thanks, Blitz.